Just outside the city of Atlanta, daytime baseball at the home of the Braves, SunTrust Park. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. The Braves have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. The 1-2. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. James racing back to the track, to the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control.
Digging in the switch hitter, Darren James. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. It seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Vero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
Well, this lineup's been good all season so far. They've looked especially dominant as of late. What's been clicking in particular for them lately, guys?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now, continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around it.
And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did.
Digging in to try it again, Justin Turner. He popped out in his first trip. This is line to left. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play.
No run.
So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasiel Puig. He popped out in his first trip. Line drive to left. James will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Darren James. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it. 1 out. Striding in once again, Darren James. He flew out in his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball taken right down the middle. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
In a dive, but he's back. And there he goes towards second. And a step off. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Cody Bellinger. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Ready for another shot now. Andrew Toles. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. This is hit the other way out toward left field. James is after it, and that'll get down for a base hit. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Ready for another chance. Darren James. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cut fastball inside. Ball 1. Now the 1-0 is outside for a ball.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home. Skied into straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
5-3, the final score. Underneath the southern skies of Georgia, we've got daytime baseball from SunTrust Park. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Mike Foltynewicz, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home-road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple. And now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Stepping in for the Braves, Darren James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Zero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and they're digging in for his second at-bat, Darren James. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And gone up into the second deck. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 17 for him on the season, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
There's not a hotter hitter in all of baseball, folks. As the guy on the mound can attest, he's seeing everything they're throwing at him well right now, and he's not missing them either.
Darren James will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
We're in the seventh inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard to short. To his right, Seager. And there's out number 2. And now is Yasiel Puig. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. James has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Didi Gregorius. And his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. James is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. 1 pitch and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers. Good call.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Braves get their 20th home win this year. Mike Foltynewicz earns win number 4 on the season. it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the Braves, left fielder.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
Great situation right here, leading off the inning. You gotta find a way to get on base any way possible, but I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
The 3-1 pitch, and he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
The left fielder, number 4.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner back safely. James aboard here at first with nobody out. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Come on, get out, get out, get out.
Long throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
First game of the new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. He's safe at the plate. And we are tied here in the 8th.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Arodys Vizcaíno takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. Getting set for baseball under the lights just outside of Atlanta at SunTrust Park. Chad Bettis, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent, one good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count. 2-2. And he's able to find a knock.
Here's Will Myers. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James on the move. 2 down. Ready now, Darren James. He flew out in his last at bat. First pitch of the at bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Set to deliver the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one without a doubt is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and it's given the Braves a 3-1 lead.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and predict we won't see another home run that long all season. That's out around 470 feet. Think about it. That's about 100 feet deeper than the average.
Ready once again, Manuel Margot, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game. Darren James will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, James is exactly a 1 for 3 hitter. That means a .333 batting average.
Yeah, this is a great spot for him right now. He just seems to have been picking up left-handed pitching great all season long.
0-1 looked like a knuckle curve, and it's 1-1 now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Rosario is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay home. And this will go down as a sac fly and an RBI, as it's now a 4. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Will Myers. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Drilled to the left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do.
Stepping into the box, Darren James. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Quick check on that tying run at first. Don't want to forget about him. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Pulled toward right center field. Rosario is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
From Cobb County, Georgia, we welcome you to baseball from SunTrust Park. Chase Whitley, the right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Guys, the Swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Row, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Braves strand 1. Still no score. Now to the plate, Jose Perella, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Number 2, Jose Perella.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James is right there. And that's out number 2. Here's Will Myers. No score here as we play inning number 2.
Number 4, Will Myers.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone!
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rear view.
Coming to the plate now, Darren James, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Line hard down the line and right. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Now this is hit high and deep out to left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Johan Camargo.
Ready with the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. His fifth strikeout already, and there are two gone in the inning.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Perella giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 runs on. Next to the plate for the Padres, Eddie Rosario comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
2-2-2.
James is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. The next to bat for Atlanta, Darren James, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch on its way. Skied into very shallow right. Myers is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Darren James. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
A nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Some guys just rise to the occasion when the lights are the brightest, and he's definitely in that category. He's been a clutch hitter all year, and here's another in a long line of clutch ABs.
Yeah, and that adds 3 more ribbies to his already impressive total. Coming to the plate now, Johan Camargo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Popped up. Hosmer is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4. Stepping up now, Jose Perella. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Well, he was over in the series.
Striding in, Austin Hedges. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. San Diego down to their final strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he will put this one away. And the Braves are back in the win column again as they take game 3 of the series, and the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
8-3 tonight. The Braves led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Chase Whitley notches his third win of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious
Now from SunTrust Park, we're just about set for baseball from Cobb County, Georgia. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the San Diego Padres and the Atlanta Braves. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Matt Andriese, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third.
Digging in now for San Diego, Clyde Lavallo, 9-1-2 due up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
James is there, and he makes the catch for the out. At the plate, Jose Pirela. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fly ball to straightaway left. James moves over, and that retires the side. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Padres lead it 2-0. Settling in now, Adolfo Castro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. At the plate, Darren James. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Pirela ranging back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 19th home run for him on the season. And the Braves have struck for a run. It's now a 2-1 game.
If you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swing and a looper to left. James ranging forward. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now 3-1.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Darren James, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Asuaje is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Ready once again, Eric Hosmer. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Darren James.
Number 8, Darren James.
And now a pitch on the way. Ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone, so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. Popped high in the air. Asuaje has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Atlanta Braves came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
We are in downtown Toronto at Rogers Center, getting you set for this edition of Baseball on the Show. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays. Interleague Baseball, next. Marcus Stroman will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
So it's a 1-out base knock for him here in the second. Good time to check out the league leaders in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Go, 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 go,
and a ground ball to Tulowitzki. This might be 2. One there, on to Smoke. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Into the box, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ground ball left side. Speared on the dive. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course, he did that too.
Now at the plate, Larry Morales, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. On the ground to third. Camargo's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Back here in Toronto for the start of the third. Ready for another chance. Devin Travis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James moves over. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Throw home by Brantley. Not in time, and the run's in to score.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Digging in.
Leading off for the Braves, left fielder, Darren James.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And the Braves have something going right away. It's a leadoff double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we check out our Atlanta Braves leaderboard, you can see that he currently ranks second best on the roster in that category. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. In the air out toward right field.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
One away. Get out. And he is in there. All right, so time now for the Blue Jays Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects performing at high levels in the upper minors. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. He's 0 for 1 thus far. So 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Played on the backhand. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Smith is under this one. 1 down. Standing in, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
All right, hold up.
There to field it is Tulowitzki. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
4-2 the final score today. The Braves rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Sean Newcomb with his 4th win this season. Arodys Vizcaino hammers down the save, his 31st of the campaign. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this
afternoon baseball on MLB Network, and a great look there at Rogers Center. Jaime Garcia is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Roll, this is not the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their faces. They can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Inciarte, the runner at third. Freeman on second. Harper is over at first with 1 away. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
The 2-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James moves over. 1 down.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense.
Striding in once again, Darren James. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Hernandez racing back out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, he missed the fastball earlier, so the pitcher thought he can't catch up to my heater. Well, he not only caught up to it, he chased it down and tattooed it out of here.
Digging in and looking for more, Darren James. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Braves lead it 2-0. Next to bat for Toronto, Freddie Galvis. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in to Oscar Hernandez. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fly ball out toward left center field. James sprinting after it. 2 down. So the shutout still in. Darren James will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Very brisk pace to the ball. Here's Justin Smoke now. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. James has it in his tracks. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run, this is now a one-run game. A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Toronto came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Roberto Ozuna gets...
For the second time in his career, this player's being told to pack his bags. It's upending news, to say the least. The player's left to wonder about reasons. It can be a helpless feeling. Within a couple days, he'll again be putting on a different uniform. A recently acquired player meets with his new manager before his debut with his new team. The manager does what he can to make the player feel comfortable. In this game, change can come swiftly and unannounced. Some players take it better than others, but unexpected trades are a fact of the game. This player will make the best of his new situation.
First opened in 2006. We're at beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals baseball is straight ahead. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. James on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Darren James. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest three-game winning streak. And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first two innings where he's going to be.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are two gone.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and make.
In now for Colorado, Miles Harper. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. On the ground to the left side. Taken in by Carpenter. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Digging in for his second at-bat, Darren James. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Hit hard back up the middle. Story picks it up. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So it's 4 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Rock. Digging in once again, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Come on, run it out.
Pull up right here. Story brings it in. He'll go to the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Another good inning for the Cardinals as the usual. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. DJ LeMahieu, a hit in 2 tries so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James is under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James is over. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. James moves over. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Still 8-0. The next to bat for St. Louis, Darren James. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shot to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Heading out towards shallow right. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. The Gateway Arch illuminated.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
8-1 is the final tonight. The St. Louis Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Carlos Martinez earned his 5th win of the year, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. John Gray slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.